Sunil writes in and he says that I've been following your show very regularly, find it very informative. I'm looking to invest in a luxury apartment in Gurgaon in Sameer's favorite area, that's Golf Course Extension Road. Little research that he's done says that it's become too expensive to afford a good size apartment within his budget. After going through a lot of options, has shortlisted Araya by Pioneer on the Golf Course Extension Road. His budget is 5 crore, but he can pay this only over 3 to 4 years and not upfront. Araya is going at 10,500. That's what he's written.
Yes. I have to share something about Araya with you. Pioneer actually launched a project. So this is the 80-acre township of theirs, and their first property launch in this project was at 2,700 rupees a square feet 4 years ago.
You know, it just makes me feel there's a bubble there. I don't know. I mean, maybe there isn't a bubble there, but in 3 to 4 years for an area to actually go up by 30% on an annualized basis is a lot of appreciation. See, Sameer.
You're absolutely right, but this was the time when subprime crisis had happened, and IREO actually came along through Grand Arch and actually rebranded the whole golf course extension. Having said that, prices have escalated or gone up, appreciated so much in Gurgaon that now these areas don't look that expensive anymore. Plus, the big positive is that Golf Course Road has been allocated a 500 crore or budget to make signal-free corridors over there, underpasses, and I think that will be the best road in Gurgaon. And Golf Course Extension is going to benefit from that. Definitely, and Arya being one of the projects that's right on the beginning of Golf Course Extension Road is going to benefit immensely. So the completion date of Araya is 2015, 10,500 rupees is the price. You can go ahead and look at this project. We've got some more shortlists for you over here. Keep in mind that please do not expect this kind of price appreciation going forward. You're going to see stagnating property prices at 10,000 rupees plus if you end up buying in Golf Course Extension Road. Keep this in mind that Golf Course Road is between 12,000 to 15,000 rupees a square feet, so there's very little scope of appreciation left with Golf Course Extension Road. If you're buying at 10,500, if you're buying at 7,000, a lot of appreciation opportunity still exists. So this is what my 2 bits are on Golf Course Extension Road. I'll just share some key data points with you and some more developments with you. 18 odd projects, total supply is 7,282 units. Inventory overhang is still safe 10 months, 863 is the availability. This is with respect to sectors 58 to 67A. The luxury weighted average price is 10,500 rupees a square feet. So this project actually is within that ballpark. 86% capital appreciation now on Golf Course Extension Road, translating to 27% on a year-on-year basis. That's also one reason why I feel that going forward, I don't think appreciation is going to be at that same pace. You may want to consider these 2 projects as well, Golf Estate M3M, because it's a golf course project, and golf course projects in Gurgaon are trading at 25,000 rupees a square feet. So if you want to take a punt, you may want to take a punt on a golf course project. This is trading between 12,000 to 12,600 rupees a square feet. Completion date is 2014, which will definitely get extended. So you have time to pay up. So that's what your requirement is also. So it's available from the developer. Skyon by IREO Management, Sector 60. Again, 10,400 rupees a square feet, getting ready in 2014, available from the developer. These 2 projects will give you those 3 years for you to get your 5 crores together to pay in installments.
All right, so very simply put, I think this is what I'm understanding here. Golf Course Extension Road has, Sunil, become extremely expensive. Your research is bang on. What can you go and look at? Well, you had shortlisted Araya Pioneer. Urban Land, that's the name of the developer. Araya is the name of the project. Go ahead, that's again a thumbs up there. Golf Estate by M3M India is the second one. And Skyon IREO Management is the third project on our list. Well, Sameer just mentioned about how 500 crores has been allocated to Golf Course Road for underpasses and bypasses, which will make it probably one of the smartest roads to commute on in Gurgaon. They say that roads and highways are wealth creators, and for the real estate sector, really, this couldn't be more true. However, the progress of India's road development has been marred by delayed clearances, cost overruns, and land acquisition roadblocks. The Road Transport and Highways Ministry is now trying to revive the waning private sector participation in road projects by coming up with new models and policies. What are some of these reforms, and what is the way forward for India's road sector? Vasudha Sharma finds out.
Indian property markets are known to thrive and prosper around the arterial lifeline of roads and highways in cities. The fortunes of new townships and realty hubs are often tied to a big-ticket highway or an expressway in the vicinity. However, the ground reality visible to all is that most of the country's road infrastructure projects are battling major roadblocks. Land acquisition hurdles, cost overruns and procedural delays have all dampened private sector interest in the road sector.
Under this scheme,
the Road Transport and Highways Ministry acknowledges that the response from the private sector to build, operate, transfer road projects has been comparatively subdued this year.
now we are seeing a bit of a slowdown. There are problems in the mode that we've adopted, PPP mode, which is a highly successful mode otherwise. But with environment and land acquisition, those are issues, and center-state relations, where state government cooperation is very much required. So we are going to thrash out those issues so that the pace of road development becomes faster.
Several of the country's national highway projects are struggling to achieve financial closure as many of the banks have hit the sectoral caps mandated by the Reserve Bank of India. But the Road Transport Ministry is confident that its brand new engineering, procurement and construction model will steer the sector back on the fast track.
The EPC model has just been implemented, it's just been given clearance, where initially we had an item rate contract where it was old-fashioned, where a contractor does work and he's get paid after inspection. But now those led to huge cost overruns and delays and other sorts of problems. So those have been done away with. So this new EPC model is faster, more efficient, done away with the delays and hassles, and will lead to less cost escalations.
Out of India's total road network of 4.1 million kilometers, just 2% constitute for national highways, which take on 40% of the country's traffic load. The ministry is now planning to build 4,000 kilometers of roads under the EPC and operate maintain transport model. The menace of toll pile-ups will also be rooted out with an ambitious new technology of electronic toll collection tags that will be rolled out soon. The Prime Minister also recently doubled the spend on infrastructure from $500 billion to $1 trillion. An additional 9,500 kilometers of roads will also be commissioned this year, an increase of almost 19%, but are these targets achievable?
The target is achievable, but it requires a considerable degree of effort and coordination between both state and central agencies.
The private sector is clear that an iron will from the government to award quick clearances is critical to achieve its road targets.
There should be very clear-cut guidelines of what can be done, what can't be done, so that there is less discretion in the hands of the policymakers. And there is clear-cut direction, you can do this, you can't do this. Then there's no ambiguity. But one can't have subjective decisions on objective projects, because that is what leads to delays because of a particular individual or team of individual thinking, which may differ from what the government policy is.
With the UPA back on the road to reforms, the road infrastructure sector now awaits some major policy interventions to bolster its contribution to the economy. Watch this space for more. Vasudha Sharma, NDTV.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.